Millions of years ago, the savanna was ruled by apex predators equipped with highly evolved biological weapons. Early humans were severely outmatched by the sheer bite force and muscle mass of these hunters. In a purely biological arms race, we were utterly defenseless. We lacked thick natural armor, we couldn't outrun a big cat, and we didn't possess sharp claws. Any close-quarters encounter almost always ended in a human casualty. To survive, early humans created their first major engineering patch, a simple, unrefined wooden branch. It is hard to imagine how a simple piece of wood could successfully defeat millions of years of perfectly adapted predatory design. The answer is that human survival required outsourcing our defense. Instead of relying on our fragile bodies, we began to rely on our minds. The very first iteration of this technology was a sharpened wooden pole. Its primary function was highly specific, creating physical distance between human and predator. A predator operates within a strict, close-range threat radius. A spear intercepts that radius, altering the standoff's physical geometry. When the attack path is blocked by a sharp point, it's forced to calculate the injury risk. Often they retreat, allowing humans to survive. But a raw wooden pole has a critical limitation. Under heavy impact, the tip quickly splinters and dulls, rendering it useless against a threat. The solution was a deliberate technological upgrade. By applying controlled fire to the tip, humans extracted moisture from the wood, hardening the shaft and making the point far more resilient. Even with a hardened tip, wood struggles to penetrate the thick hides of large savanna animals. It was sufficient for defense, but entirely inadequate for active hunting. To hunt effectively, humans developed a complex manufacturing process known as knapping. By striking specific types of rock, they produced these razor-sharp stone fragments, creating chipped edges designed specifically for deep piercing. Mounting these brittle stone points onto a wooden shaft required another layer of engineering. Hunters learned to harvest and weave plant fibers to securely bind the two disparate materials together. This rapid cycle of trial and error turned a wooden deterrent into a specialized hunting weapon. Despite these physical upgrades, the technology still faced an operational limit. One human holding a spear remained highly vulnerable tracking heavy game or defending against a pack. To maximize the weapon's effectiveness, humans required a behavioral update: tactical communication. Individual hunters coordinated their movements, forming strategic flanking formations around a target. Synchronizing their tactics allowed the group to surround and strike simultaneously, acting as a force multiplier against massive animals. The immediate result of this efficiency was a massive increase in captured calories, providing the essential fat and protein needed to survive frozen winter seasons. Taking down massive prey generated sudden resource surpluses. To manage this abundance of food, tribes had to develop complex social systems to ensure meat was shared evenly across families. This reliance on coordinated hunting made survival a shared responsibility. Because the weapon only worked through teamwork, the tribe established a foundation of mutual support that extended from the hunt to the campfire. Over thousands of years, reliable food security allowed tribes to abandon constant migration. They anchored themselves to specific locations, eventually constructing permanent stone dwellings. Success depended on passing these skills down. Elders had to show the next generation exactly how to strike stone and where to find the best wood, creating a chain of shared expertise that kept the tribe alive. Long after we stopped relying on it for our daily meals, the mechanics of throwing a spear endured. The precise kinetic motion evolved from a desperate necessity for survival into a pure testament of physical precision. The spear served as an initial catalyst for human curiosity. It taught us that we could look at raw materials in our environment, recognize their potential, and engineer them into deliberate solutions. The logic used to sharpen a stone, identifying a problem and iterating on a physical solution, remains the core of human progress. The same drive to improve our tools has allowed us to move from crafting wooden shafts to building the technology that monitors our entire planet. The wooden stick itself was completely inert. The true mechanism that ensured our survival was the analytical, cooperative human mind that figured out how to sharpen it.